Have you ever wondered what really happens to a man's body when he stops being intimate? Not just with a partner, but even with himself. Most men assume that desire simply fades with age, that it's just nature slowing down. But what if I told you that stopping this one simple act could quietly drain your strength, your energy, even your joy for life, without you realizing it? I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and welcome to Men's Vital Health, where we talk honestly about the things most men keep silent about. Today, we're diving into a topic many avoid, yet every man over 50 should understand. What really happens when you stop releasing sexual energy in your later years? And why that matters for your health, your mind, and your vitality. When men hit their 60s or 70s, something changes. It's not just about testosterone or aging muscles, it's about energy flow, confidence, and connection to life itself. Some men start feeling weaker, sleeping poorly, losing focus, and they think, well, I'm just getting old. But that's not the full story. You see, your body doesn't forget how to feel alive. It's designed to respond to touch, stimulation, and release. When you stop giving it that signal, your hormones, testosterone, dopamine, oxytocin, begin to fade. Your muscles recover slower. Your mood shifts. Even your heart and brain lose a natural rhythm that once kept you sharp and resilient. I once met a patient named Harold, 82 years old. After his wife passed, he told me, "Doc, I just don't feel like myself anymore." He wasn't sick, he wasn't depressed, but his spark was gone. When we talked openly about his intimate health and helped him reconnect with his own body, something remarkable happened. His energy came back, his eyes lit up, he started walking again every morning. Not because of a magic pill, but because he reignited the natural power within him. So today, I want to guide you through this often ignored truth with science, compassion, and honesty. We'll talk about how intimacy, even in solitude, keeps your hormones balanced, your muscles stronger, and your spirit younger. Because staying vital as a man isn't about denying who you are. It's about understanding your body's deepest rhythm and keeping it alive. Stay with me. What you're about to hear might just change the way you think about aging forever. Chapter 1: The Quiet Signals Your Body Misses. Let's take a moment to think about something most men never admit, even to themselves. When was the last time you paused and asked, how is my sexual health affecting the rest of my life? If you're like most men, it's been years, maybe decades. And that silence, that quiet avoidance, can cost more than you realize. Your body has been sending subtle messages all along, small signals that say, I need attention, I need stimulation, I need to stay active. These signals are not just about pleasure, they are about survival. They keep your muscles strong, your heart resilient, your brain alert, and your mood stable. Yet, when intimacy, even solo intimacy, disappears, the body adapts to the absence. It enters what I call energy-saving mode. You might start noticing changes and think it's just age catching up. But what really happens is slower recovery after physical activity, lighter, restless sleep, muscles taking longer to regain strength, and a subtle decline in motivation. These are whispers your body sends, telling you it misses the rhythm it once had. Let me share a story. Harold, a retired builder in his early 80s, lived a life defined by movement. Beams, bricks, heavy tools, he was strong, independent, and full of energy. Then, 2 years after his wife passed away, something shifted. He struggled to open a jar of peanut butter. His hands, once capable of lifting beams, now trembled over the smallest tasks. When we spoke, he confessed something unexpected.
Intimacy had simply disappeared from his life, not because of shame or fear, but because it wasn't part of my day anymore. And yet, Harold's body noticed. The decline in strength, energy, and motivation wasn't just time passing, it was a biological ripple effect of losing a consistent signal that once kept his systems in balance. Here's the science behind it. Sexual activity, whether shared with a partner or alone, triggers the release of hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, which protect muscle mass. It releases dopamine and serotonin, lifting mood and sharpening focus. Oxytocin helps calm the nervous system, reducing stress, and nitric oxide keeps the heart and blood vessels healthy. Without these signals, your body conserves energy instead of building and repairing. Muscles weaken, sleep lightens, motivation dwindles. This isn't theory, it's something I see every day with my patients. Men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who reconnect with these natural signals often report feeling lighter, more energized, and surprisingly sharper, both mentally and physically. And here's the truth most men don't hear. It's never too late to start. Your body is capable of responding at 60, 70, even 80 years old. All it needs is a gentle nudge, a reminder of the rhythm it once knew, to awaken dormant pathways of strength, balance, and vitality. In the next chapter, we'll explore why the stakes are higher after 60 and how losing these quiet signals can accelerate aging in ways that surprise most men.
Chapter 2: The Silent Shift: How Aging Changes Your Body. As men age, the changes often creep in quietly, so quietly that most of us mistake them for just getting older. Maybe you've noticed it yourself. Climbing stairs feels heavier than it used to. Your morning walks take a little more effort, or your sleep isn't as deep as it once was. You might blame your diet, your daily routine, or stress, but there's another factor that many overlook: the slow disappearance of sexual activity, even self-intimacy. Here's the part most men don't realize. Sexual health isn't just about pleasure or romance. It's a form of biological maintenance, a natural signal your body uses to keep muscles strong, hormones balanced, and the nervous system calm. When this signal disappears, the effects ripple through your body, quietly, gradually, and sometimes irreversibly. Hormones like testosterone, growth hormone, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin begin to drop. Muscles repair slower, mood flattens, sleep loses its restorative quality. Even minor tasks, carrying groceries, standing from a chair, or bending to tie your shoes, start feeling harder. Let me tell you a story. Robert, a man in his late 70s, told me he felt like life was slipping past him. He wasn't weak, he wasn't sick, but his spark, his motivation, and his connection to his own body had faded over years of neglect. After gently reintroducing personal intimacy back into his life, purely on his own terms, privately, he noticed subtle but remarkable changes. He woke up more rested. He laughed more often. He felt the desire to engage with the world again. It wasn't a dramatic overnight transformation. It was the body remembering what it had always known: a rhythm, a signal, a form of care. This is why it matters. Sexual health in older men is not vanity, and it's not about recapturing youth. Think of it like maintaining a car. You wouldn't let a classic engine sit unused for years. You'd start it, oil it, and give it fuel. Your body works the same way. It responds to care, to gentle, consistent stimulation. Neglect it, and your systems begin to conserve, slow down, and weaken. Nurture it, and strength, energy, and vitality stay alive, even into your 80s.
In this chapter, I want you to reflect. How have you been treating your own body lately? Are there signals you've ignored because they felt embarrassing or irrelevant? Because the truth is, every small choice you make now, every moment of self-care, every effort to maintain your health compounds over time, and the body rewards those who listen, who act, and who refuse to accept gradual decline as inevitable. Stay with me. In the next chapter, we'll explore the scientific reasons behind these changes, why hormones drop, how energy fades, and what simple, private steps can restore the balance your body has been waiting for.
Chapter 3. The Science of Vitality. Why your body needs intimacy. Now that we've seen how aging quietly shifts your energy, strength, and mood, let's dig into why this happens, the science behind the changes, and the hidden power of intimacy. Our bodies are designed to respond to stimulation in ways that go far beyond the obvious. When you engage in sexual activity, even alone, your system releases a cascade of hormones and neurotransmitters that keep your body functioning at its best. Testosterone and growth hormone help preserve muscle mass and bone density. Dopamine fuels motivation and mental sharpness. Serotonin stabilizes mood, while oxytocin calms the nervous system and reduces stress. This combination isn't just pleasurable, it's practical. It keeps muscles strong, hearts healthy, and minds alert. When men stop being intimate, this natural cycle slows. Hormone levels drop, muscles recover more slowly, and energy fades. Sleep becomes lighter, less restorative. Stress hormones creep up, quietly wearing down the immune system. Over months and years, these small shifts accumulate, affecting everyday life, from standing up from a chair without discomfort to keeping balance on uneven surfaces. Let me give you a story to illustrate. I met a man named George, 74, retired but full of life. Over several years, he'd gradually stopped paying attention to his intimate health. He blamed fatigue, work, and just being old. But then, after gently incorporating private self-intimacy back into his routine, he noticed subtle changes. Climbing stairs became easier, his walks were longer, and even simple hobbies like woodworking felt more effortless. George described it as my body remembering how to be strong again. Science and lived experience tell the same story. Sexual activity acts like a natural, low-impact workout for the body, signaling repair, promoting circulation, and maintaining the nervous system. Neglecting it is like leaving a vital engine idle for years. Eventually, every part slows down. Reintroduce it thoughtfully, and systems awaken. It's also important to acknowledge the mental barrier. Many men have been conditioned to believe intimacy is only for the young, or that it's undignified past a certain age. But here's the truth. Your body doesn't care about outdated rules. Your muscles, heart, and brain respond to stimulation, not shame or social expectations. So, in this chapter, remember this: intimacy is maintenance, not vanity. Every small effort is a signal to your body that it's time to repair, rebuild, and stay alert. Even a few private moments a week can send a powerful message. I'm still here. I'm still vital. In the next chapter, we'll explore practical ways to safely and privately restore this habit, so you can reclaim energy, improve mood, and protect independence without embarrassment or pressure. Chapter 4. Restoring Your Vitality. Practical Steps for Seniors. Now that we understand the science, the question becomes, how can men safely, comfortably, and privately restore this vital part of their health? First, let's clear up a misconception. This isn't about chasing youth or trying to recreate your 20s. It's about giving your body the signals it needs to stay strong, alert, and balanced. Even small, intentional steps can make a big difference. Start with privacy and comfort. Choose a moment when you feel relaxed, early morning, late evening, or any time that suits you. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Think of it as a gentle check-in with your body. Even a few minutes several times a week can trigger beneficial hormone release, improve circulation, and boost mood. Next, incorporate movement and stretches that reconnect you with your body. Simple exercises, a few squats, gentle yoga stretches, or light resistance work help muscles stay responsive and increase blood flow. When combined with intimacy, the effect is amplified. Your body interprets these signals as a call to maintain strength, flexibility, and energy. Nutrition and hydration also play a key role. Foods rich in protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins support hormone production and muscle recovery. Drinking water regularly ensures circulation and organ function remain optimal. Think of intimacy as the spark. These habits are the fuel that allows it to create long-lasting results. Let me share a story. Harold, the retired builder I mentioned earlier, found himself struggling with basic strength after losing his wife. By slowly reintroducing self-intimacy, paired with short walks and gentle stretching, he noticed remarkable changes. Within weeks, his grip strength improved, his steps felt lighter, and he even began socializing again, feeling more confident. The key wasn't dramatic effort, it was regular, intentional care. Another important tip is mindset. Replace thoughts of embarrassment or shame with a perspective of self-care. Ask yourself, am I giving my body what it needs to stay strong? Framing it as health maintenance makes the habit feel natural and empowering. Finally, patience is essential. Benefits don't always appear overnight, but over weeks and months, improvements in strength, mood, and sleep begin to accumulate. You may wake up feeling lighter, walk farther without fatigue, or notice a renewed interest in hobbies you once loved. Restoring vitality isn't a one-time event, it's a habit, a rhythm that reconnects your body and mind. Even in your 70s or 80s, it's never too late to start. Every effort, no matter how small, sends a message: I am still active, still capable, and still living fully. In the next chapter, we'll discuss how to maintain this habit long-term, the ripple effects it can have on daily life, and the surprising ways it can enhance confidence, independence, and joy. Chapter 5. Long-term vitality, building a sustainable routine. Now that you've begun understanding the importance of this quiet habit, the next question is, how do you make it a sustainable part of your life? Long-term vitality isn't about sporadic effort or occasional bursts of activity. It's about creating a rhythm that your body recognizes and responds to consistently. Just like brushing your teeth or taking a daily walk, intimacy, even solo intimacy, should be approached as a regular, private health habit. Start by setting a realistic schedule. It doesn't need to be daily, but consistency matters. For some men, a few minutes every other day is enough to trigger beneficial hormone cycles and maintain muscle tone. Over time, this rhythm encourages your body to stay alert, your mind engaged, and your mood steadier. Combine this habit with other pillars of health. Movement, nutrition, and mental engagement amplify the benefits. A short morning walk, gentle stretching, or even light resistance exercises keep muscles flexible and circulation strong. Eating protein-rich foods, healthy fats, and essential vitamins supports hormone production and energy levels. Mental stimulation, reading, puzzles, learning new skills complements physical well-being. The result is a holistic approach. Your body, mind, and emotions all working together to maintain vitality. Let's look at another example. Michael,
76, had retired and felt his world shrinking. Over time, he noticed more fatigue, weaker balance, and less interest in social outings. By consciously reintroducing self-intimacy alongside daily walks and a nutritious diet, he observed remarkable improvements. Within months, he regained confidence walking around the neighborhood, joined a weekly book club, and even started helping his grandchildren with hobbies. He described it as feeling alive again, not just moving through the day. Mindset is equally crucial. Frame the habit as self-care, not obligation or embarrassment. Every intentional moment signals to your body, I care about my health. I am taking steps to stay strong. This perspective transforms the act from something potentially awkward into a form of empowerment. Also, track your progress quietly. Notice small changes, deeper sleep, lighter steps, steadier mood, or improved endurance in daily activities. These subtle signs are proof that your body is responding positively. Over time, these small improvements compound, creating a meaningful difference in overall quality of life. Finally, remember patience and compassion. Aging doesn't mean decline is inevitable. With consistent, intentional habits, your body continues to repair, maintain, and even improve. Each week of effort strengthens not just your muscles, but your confidence, independence, and joy. In the next chapter, we'll explore the ripple effects of sustained vitality, including how this private health habit can transform social life, independence, and mental clarity, showing that small, consistent steps can have profound, life-changing results. Chapter 6: The Ripple Effect: How Vitality Enhances Every Aspect of Life. By now, you've seen that intimacy isn't just a momentary pleasure. It's a powerful tool to maintain strength, balance, and mental clarity. But the benefits don't stop there. When you commit to this quiet habit, the effects ripple outward, influencing every aspect of your daily life. Let's start with physical independence. Regular, intimate activity signals your body to maintain muscle tone, bone density, and circulation. This doesn't just make exercises easier, it makes everyday tasks more manageable. Carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or standing up from a chair feels lighter, more effortless. These small victories accumulate, helping you remain independent far longer than you might expect. Next is emotional resilience. Hormones released during intimacy, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, stabilize mood, reduce stress, and promote calm. Seniors who maintain this habit often report feeling more present, more willing to engage socially, and more confident in themselves. Loneliness, fatigue, and emotional flatness begin to diminish naturally. Here's a story that illustrates this beautifully. I met Richard, an 80-year-old retired teacher who had been feeling isolated and withdrawn after his wife passed away. By slowly reintroducing private intimacy into his routine, combined with regular walks and social visits, Richard noticed changes he hadn't expected. His energy returned, his laughter came more easily, and he even joined a local gardening group. He said, "I didn't just gain physical strength, I gained life back." The ripple effect also extends to mental clarity. Improved sleep, circulation, and hormone balance enhance brain function. Seniors who maintain these habits report better focus, sharper memory, and a renewed curiosity for learning. Your body and mind are deeply connected. Nurturing one naturally supports the other. And the impact reaches relationships too. When you feel physically and emotionally stronger, interactions with family, friends, and even casual acquaintances become more rewarding. You have more energy to attend events, participate in hobbies, or simply enjoy time with grandchildren. Small personal choices can indirectly brighten the lives of those around you. The key takeaway here is simple. This private habit creates compounding benefits. One small act, done consistently and with intention, sends signals to your body, mind, and heart, producing a chain reaction that enhances independence, mood, and vitality. Finally, remember, it's never too late. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, these benefits are accessible. Every intentional step you take now contributes to a stronger, more vibrant future. In the next chapter, we'll discuss overcoming mental barriers and social stigma, showing practical ways seniors can embrace this habit without shame, guilt, or discomfort, unlocking the full potential of long-term vitality.
Chapter 7: Breaking Mental Barriers, Embracing Intimacy Without Shame. Now that we understand the physical, emotional, and mental benefits, it's time to tackle the biggest challenge for many seniors: the mental and social barriers that keep them from embracing this vital habit. For decades, society has whispered, sometimes loudly, that intimacy is only for the young. These messages are so ingrained that many older adults hesitate to even consider self-intimacy as a form of health maintenance. Embarrassment, guilt, and outdated beliefs can make the idea feel off limits. But here's the truth: your body doesn't recognize those social rules. It only responds to stimulation, movement, and care. The first step is reframing your mindset. Instead of thinking, "I shouldn't do this at my age," try saying, "I'm giving my body what it needs to stay strong and healthy." Shifting perspective from shame to self-care transforms the act into a positive, empowering choice. You're not chasing youth, you're preserving vitality. Stories often illustrate this shift. Take Margaret, in her early 70s. For years, she avoided intimacy, even with herself, because she thought it was improper. Once she reframed the habit as a private health ritual, she noticed improvements she hadn't imagined: deeper sleep, more energy for her morning walks, and an overall lighter mood. Margaret realized that breaking the mental barrier unlocked benefits that were waiting quietly inside her body all along. Another strategy is privacy and control. This habit is entirely yours. You decide the time, place, and pace. There's no need to discuss it with anyone unless you want to. This autonomy allows you to focus on the health benefits without distraction or judgment. Normalize small steps. You don't have to dive in full force. Begin gently, a few intentional minutes a week, and let your body adjust. Gradual consistency is far more effective than intensity or frequency driven by guilt or pressure. Over time, these small moments compound, sending powerful signals to maintain muscle tone, circulation, hormone balance, and mental clarity. Finally, consider mind-body integration. Pairing this habit with other self-care routines, stretching, walking, or deep breathing, reinforces the connection between physical movement and intimate health. This approach helps seniors view the habit as part of a larger, holistic routine, rather than something separate or taboo. By breaking mental barriers and embracing intimacy without shame, seniors can reclaim a deeply personal tool for maintaining independence, strength, and emotional well-being. In the next chapter, we'll explore practical techniques and daily routines to integrate this habit seamlessly into life, showing that revitalizing your body and mind is not only possible, but enjoyable at any age.
Chapter 8: Daily Practices, Making Intimacy a Natural Part of Life. Now that we've addressed mindset and broken through the mental barriers, it's time to focus on practical daily practices. The goal here is simple: integrate intimacy, even solo intimacy, into your life naturally, without stress, shame, or pressure. Think of it like any other health habit: brushing your teeth, going for a walk, or drinking water. You don't question why you do it because it supports your well-being. This is exactly how intimacy should be approached. It's not about performance or frequency, but about consistent, intentional care for your body and mind. Start small. Dedicate a quiet, private moment to yourself once or twice a week. It doesn't need to be elaborate or time-consuming. The key is intentionality, focusing on the act as a way to signal your body to release beneficial hormones like testosterone, growth hormone, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These chemical messengers help preserve muscle, support circulation, lift mood, and improve sleep.
Some seniors find that pairing the habit with deep breathing or mindfulness exercises creates an even stronger mind-body connection, helping stress levels drop and mental clarity rise. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to rush or push yourself. Over time, these small, regular practices produce cumulative benefits: more energy, steadier mood, better sleep, improved balance, and stronger muscles. These improvements often translate into greater independence, whether it's climbing stairs, gardening, or playing with grandchildren. Let me share a real-life example. George, 78, had begun to feel weaker, less motivated, and somewhat disconnected from his daily life. By incorporating 2 short private intimacy sessions per week alongside morning walks and a balanced diet, he noticed profound changes within a few months. His stamina improved, he joined his local senior walking group, and he felt more confident interacting with family and friends. He described it as unlocking a part of me I had forgotten existed. Finally, remember to track subtle progress. Notice when sleep feels deeper, when your mood lifts, or when tasks feel easier. These are signals that your body is responding. Celebrate them quietly. They serve as motivation and reinforcement for continuing this personal habit. By treating intimacy as a consistent, private health practice, seniors can maintain vitality, independence, and emotional resilience. Over time, it becomes as natural and rewarding as any other daily routine, quietly transforming your overall quality of life. As we wrap up today's journey on men's vital health, I want to leave you with a simple but powerful message. Your health, independence, and joy are always within reach, no matter your age. Maintaining intimacy, whether shared with a partner or privately with yourself, is more than a habit. It's a signal to your body, mind, and spirit that you are committed to staying strong, energized, and engaged in life. The small, consistent steps you take today ripple into your tomorrow. Better sleep, stronger muscles, steadier balance, clearer thinking, and a lighter mood. These benefits are gifts you give yourself, quietly and privately, that can transform how you live each day. Remember, it's never too late to start. Even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond, your body can respond and thrive when you provide it with the care it deserves. Think of this as a personal health ritual, one that is just as important as walking, eating well, or checking in with your doctor. Every choice matters, and every small action contributes to a stronger, more vibrant version of yourself. I also want to encourage you to reflect on your own habits. What small steps can you take today to reconnect with your body, boost your vitality, and embrace life fully? There's no judgment, no shame, just an opportunity to honor yourself and your health. And here's something special. I'd love to hear from you. Share your experiences, routines, or thoughts in the comments below. How do you maintain your health, energy, and happiness as you age? Your story could inspire others in this community to take meaningful steps toward their own well-being. Thank you for spending this time with me, Dr. Emily Carter, here on Men's Vital Health. Take these insights to heart. Start where you are, and remember, your best years are not behind you. They're still ahead, waiting for you to embrace them fully. So take a small step today, nurture your vitality, and let us know in the comments how you're keeping your body, mind, and spirit strong. Together, we can redefine what it means to age well.